Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I'm going to be sharing my empties with you. So these are going to be wax empties for the past couple of weeks, and then I've got a few like beauty empties and body care empties. So just going to caveat and say I didn't get through as much as I wanted to in the past couple of weeks. My kids are sick again. I feel like it's just a vicious cycle. Like the kids get sick and then they get better and then they get sick and then they get better. It's just this time of year. So sorry if I sound like I'm just like repeating that, oh, my kids are sick again. But they have been, and so I didn't really melt a lot of the days. I was just in mommy mode trying to take care of them and make sure, they were doing all right. So wax wasn't really my priority. I have my morning routine, and so I have my cup of coffee, change out all my wax in the morning. And with them like being sick, I'm basically up all night with them, and so I'm not really feeling up to the morning routine in the morning. So I got through a decent stack, but not as much as I wanted to. But I'm gonna try to get through more this next couple of weeks. And you guys, I don't want to jinx anything, but it's getting a little cooler. I kind of want to whisper it so the weather doesn't hear me. It's getting cooler here in Alabama, and like it's dropped below 90. And I'm just like, should I get out my hoodies and my fall scents? Because I have been collecting fall scents when I've been going through my stash and my collection. I've been pulling fall scents because I want to fill my fall melting basket soon. And when I say basket, it's like a humongous laundry basket full of fall scents. I am so ready to start warming fall, especially getting these hauls in too of things that I've ordered. So, I may throw in a couple of fall scents here and there. I mean, I know 80 is not really fall weather, but I feel like in Alabama, it'll do because it's been 190s for as long as I can remember. It's just been too dang hot. So now that it's cooling off, I'm just like, yes, let's get out all the pumpkin and the apple. Let's put the mums out. Let's decorate the porch in Halloween. Like, let's go for it. So, anywho, if you see in my next empties that I've got a little bit of fall thrown in there, that is why. Even though I said I wasn't going to do it until October, I just can't wait. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's do wax empties. Let's start with Scentsy. I only have two, but the first one is Maraschino Sugar Cookie, and this is just, I'm pretty sure I had it in my last empties too. It's so good. And I feel like I complain about this all the time, but like Scentsy, like I just don't understand the wonderful bakery scent that they had, they get rid of, and then they put out the new stuff and it's just like, no. So I really hope that this comes back sometime because so I will club it. It's just amazing. It smells so good. A sweet cherry that's not medicinal, but it's not really like a bakery cherry either. It's just like a fresh, almost like a cherry. I don't want to say cherry glaze because it's not like a cooked cherry in like a pie or like cherry pie filling. It's just a sweet, beautiful cherry with a sugar cookie. Like it's incredible. I love this scent. And then my other Scentsy empty is Crumb Top. And I really liked this. I know some people say it doesn't perform well for them, but I just put it all in my open concept. I warmed the whole thing. I have an Accord and then 3 other warmers in my open concept. And so it did well. Like I could smell it all day. Was it like in your face strong? No, but it was a solid medium. And sometimes like my open concept, it's got a high ceiling. It's very open. It's like 3.5 rooms. And so scents tend to get lost in there, especially just like bakery heavy scents, like only bakery. And so I thought the first time I warmed it, I would do it in there just for the ultimate test. And yeah, I mean, it hung in there pretty well. It smelled really yummy to me. I really enjoyed this. Okay, next I have a Scoopable from L3 Waxy Wonders. VHS tapes and zucchini bread. VHS tapes is fresh baked bread, donuts, vanilla bean Noel, and pretzels. And then of course mixed with zucchini bread. This is one of my favorite Scoopables like ever, or scents rather. It's so good. It smells really good on cold. It smells like, it's a bready bakery. It's a very doughy, bready, delicious. But on warm, I think this is the first Scoopable I ever tried. I'd been buying them and just like procrastinating melting them. And I tried this, and I don't know if that's like part of the reason it's so special to me, but I bought like 6 of these when she offered them in Scoopables again, because L3 Scoopables just, I mean, for like 6 hours, it's just a heavy hitter, just a thrower. I mean, it's so strong. It'll just like blast you out of a room, which I love. And this is just so beautiful on warm. It smells just like heaven. It's perfect. And so I don't ever want to be without this. And so if she ever offers it again, I think I prefer it in Scoopables. I would take it in like a puppy pack or regular wax, but I feel like it's such a good performer in a Scoopable. So, you know, I'm here for it. Definitely a repurchase. One of my favorites from L3. All right, next I had a sample from Candles from the Keeping Room in White Cake. And Carol's White Cake is probably my favorite out of anybody. It's kind of got a little almond shift to it. It's very sweet. You get the cake, but there's like a little like nod to an almond note in there. It is so good. So Carol's wax is paraffin, so sometimes it's like not as strong on cold, but I feel like if you get a really strong warmer that gets hot, like 25 watts, or, you know, a stronger element warmer, or even tea lights, like her wax will perform for a really long time. And so I got this sample, I think as a freebie in one of my D-Stash purchases. And so I was just like, hey, I'm in the mood for Carol's White Cake. So I just melted it in my office and enjoyed every second. I also have 2 from Traverse City Wax Co. and Strawberry Sugar Cookie. These were smaller, like they had 2 like flower size shapes in each bag. They're pretty significantly sized. They were pretty big shapes. And these did really well. It's a really sweet strawberry, like a strawberry buttercream frosting almost. And then with a sugar cookie note, these did really well. Did them in my open concept. And I think I have 1 more of these. But I really enjoyed it. Would definitely repurchase. Next up, I have a few from Lavender and Speckles. The first one is cookie bread, sugar cookie royale, and zucchini bread. This is one of my favorite combinations. With zucchini bread especially, and I really enjoyed this. I felt like it was more sugar cookie royale heavy than zucchini bread, which is fine. So I would purchase this again, but maybe just throw in a little extra zucchini bread in there. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Next from Lavender and Speckles is So Sweet. This is pumpkin pecan waffles blended with white cake. This was really good. Wow, this is really old because this is her older bags. So, I don't know, it probably could have been stronger because I was too lazy to change out the bag. But, this did well. This was a solid medium performer for me. The pumpkin pecan waffles with the white cake was very sweet. She's got the sweet pumpkin pecan waffles, which I love. And then her white cake is really sweet as well. But I love pumpkin pecan waffles pretty much blended with anything. So I enjoyed this. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Beth, if you are watching, do you still offer this? Or did I just miss it? I would definitely repurchase it. It smells really good. And then lastly from Lavender and Speckles, I melted Palo bread and cake. Palo Santo blended with zucchini bread, fresh baked cake, and sweet vanilla buttercream. I loved this one. So this is another one that, you know, it's Palo Bakery. Best Palo Santo, y'all know, is my favorite. Like favorite. Her Palo Santo is just so good. You could literally warm it by itself or blended with literally anything and I would enjoy it. It's amazing. This was a really strong performer. Did it in my open concept and I melted it and my husband came home from work and he goes, "What are you warming in here?" I think he really likes Best Palo Santo as well. And he was like, "What are you warming?" And I was like, "Actually, it's bakery with Palo Santo." And he really loved it. And so if he likes it and it's bakery, you know it's good. So would definitely repurchase. I'm pretty sure I did in her last pre-order. So excited to have more of this coming. Okay, now let's move on to Scoopable wax melts. I have 2 of the 3 cake samplers. The first one is blueberry 3 cakes, yellow cake, birthday cake, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and blueberry. Just in the mood for blueberry, so I melted this here in my office. It's like the perfect amount for my 2 warmers in here. It was just a really pretty blueberry bakery. A really good throw as well. I really enjoyed this. And then I also melted 3 cakes in Cookie Land the very next day. This is Cookie Land Cupcakes at Tiffany's Birthday Cake and Yellow Cake. This was just a really, really, really heavy bakery. So it was a medium performer, but I feel like it's just bakery elements. There's nothing like fruity or anything else in there. So, you know, sometimes those blends tend to be a little lighter, but I really enjoyed it. Then I've got a few from Rose Girls. I melted pumpkin pecan waffles, Bath and Body Works type. I was just in the mood for pumpkin pecan waffles. Something about this weather. It's been kind of more dreary and dark and cooler. And so I was just really in the mood, and I love pumpkin pecan waffles. So this did great. I warmed this in my office. Also got through Almond Cookie Land. This was like a little sampler size, and I love Almond Cookie Land. I haven't seen it offered in a really long time. So Cookie Land is like toffee, pretzels, cookies. It's just kind of a bakery, like a pretzel bakery. It's richer with the toffee, and so mixed with the sweetness of the almond, it's just so good. I hope she offers this again. I would definitely repurchase it. And I love her Cookie Land blends, and so, you know, almond anything, I'm here for it. Next up, I melted peppermint lavender cupcakes at Tiffany's. Really love Jenny's peppermint, and then blended with the lavender, like, it just gives me Goodnight Moon vibes, the peppermint lavender. And then, of course, the bakery element from Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I did this in my kids' room while they were sick because I thought the peppermint would help, and then the lavender would calm them and help them sleep. And I really loved it. I actually slept in my son's room a couple of nights, and so I smelled this and it did really well. I think I left it going for like 2 days, and it was really good and strong. And then the last thing from Rose Girls is Koopa Claus Needs a Latte, espresso, baked zucchini bread, royal sugar cookie, and Gilligan's brew. That font's really small. But this is one of my favorite coffee blends from Jenny. It's so good. It's just coffee and bakery. And yeah, this is, you get that strong espresso, and then the zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and Gilligan's brew is like a creamy coconut. It's just really, really good. It's like a latte and bakery. It smells delicious. If you've never tried this one, I highly recommend it. And then I went through one from Southbound. This is almond cookies, toasted almond, rich vanilla cream, cookie dough, and sweet spices. This was a medium performer for me. I've gotten a lot better throw from others from Southbound, but again, this is just bakery. Toasted almond is not like a sweet cherry leaning almond. And so this was a medium, and it performed, you know, I'd say for like a just bakery blend, it performed pretty on par. And I enjoyed this, and I got strawberry pound cake with almond cookies in my most recent Southbound haul, so I'm really excited to try that blend. Okay, and now I've just got a few from Sassy Girl Aroma. First is a favorite, Green Machine, pistachio, sugar cookies, zucchini bread, and marshmallows. Y'all, I rave about this all the time, but if you've never tried Green Machine and you like pistachio, like, what are you waiting for? She just offered it in her most recent pre-order in loaves. I said I wasn't going to be buying any more loaves. I bought one because this is one of those scents that I'm never going to be without if I can help it. This smells like a dream on cold, but it just really shows up and shows out on warm. It literally will take up, it will permeate through your entire house. Like, it's one of those just powerhouse blends. It's amazing. This one was from June of 22, and it threw. Like, I didn't even want to take it out. I just switched it out for the day. My husband's not a huge pistachio fan, so I switched it out the next day, but it was still going hard. So if you're looking for a strong performer pistachio, Green Machine is for you. Next, I melted Tiffany's Beach, which is beach nights and cupcakes at Tiffany's, toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, and s'mores, buttery toffee, hint of chocolate, buttercream, and fluffy vanilla cake. Y'all, Sassy Girl Aroma, Julie's Beach Nights is the best out there in my opinion. It's so good. And then you get the cupcakes at Tiffany's with the like bakery, like heavy bakery with beach nights. Is just, it's so good. This threw really well too. I did this in my open concept. I had like half of a brittle left, so I just finished it. And it smelled delightful. I feel like Sassy Girl, for me anyway, in my home, no matter where you put it, it's gonna just like waft everywhere. Like it's gonna take over, which I'm not mad about because I love her blends. But they are just such strong throwers. So next I went through a bag of blocks and almond croissant. A delicious flaky croissant filled with almond cream, topped off with toasted sliced almonds and powdered sugar. I love this one. I love almond. I was in an almond mood. I think I did like 3 or 4 almond scents. This is good. So in one of my videos, I compared it to the Scentsy one. I feel like hers is not as sweet as the Scentsy almond croissant. It's more bready maybe. It's almond cream, so it's not as like sweet almond, but it's really good. You get the bready note, you get the, it's almost like a toasted almond to me. It's just like a light almond, creamy almond croissant. It's really beautiful. Would definitely repurchase. It's another like one I always pick up typically if she offers it at Sassy Girl. I really like it. And then lastly, I got through a bag of blocks in Baby Bop, and this is another one of my favorites. Strawberry, vanilla bean Noel, and zucchini bread. It sounds so basic, but you know what? Sometimes basic scents are just what you need. Strawberry bakery, strawberry zucchini bread, vanilla bean Noel, like this is another one of those. It smells good on cold, but y'all, it's such a powerhouse on warm. If you like strawberry bakery, I highly recommend it. It reminds me of like the strawberry bread note from L3. It's so good. Again, another one, if she offers it, every time she offers it, I'll pick it up. So that's everything I got through with wax melts. And then there's a few like beauty body care things that I wanted to share. Just throw in, there's not that many. First, I got through an aromatherapy body wash from Bath & Body Works in Love. This is Rose Vanilla. I'm typically not the biggest fan of rose, but I don't know. This is just a really, it's definitely rose, but with the vanilla, it's just really pretty and I enjoyed it. It's not one of those that I used every day. And I really enjoyed kind of using this as a bubble bath as well. It took me a few, like probably 4 or 5 months to get through this just because I didn't reach for it every day, but it was nice, you know, ever so often. And, you know, if I was in a floral mood. So I enjoyed this. I probably won't repurchase it because there's other scents that I like better, but it was nice. And then I have a few beauty, empties. The first thing is this primer from Guerlain, and they still make this, but it's called something different. This is Lure, and I bought the like updated version or whatever. This primer is definitely a splurge. My skin is changing. It used to be like super oily, and so I really liked the Hourglass like mattifying primer. But now my skin is getting to be more combination, and so it's drier in some areas, and this is like a serum. I don't know, and my foundation just sticks really well to it. It does its job, and you know, there's the statement, you get what you pay for, and that's not always true. I mean, there are some drugstore products that do just as well, I feel like, as luxury products or, you know, more expensive products, but this one, like, is a staple. Like, I don't ever want to be without this primer. I love it. It does its job. It keeps my face moisturized without being oily, and it's just perfect for me. So I really enjoyed this. I've already repurchased it, and I will definitely keep repurchasing it. And then I got through 2 liquid eyeliners. The first one is from Benefit. It's their Real Extreme Precision Liner. I liked this okay. I'm super picky about my eyeliners. I love liquid eyeliner. It's something, if I put makeup on, I always put eyeliner on. And I enjoyed this one okay. Like the brush on it was good. It was easy to use. But I felt like it ran out really quickly, and it wasn't as dark sometimes as I would like. I would have to like go over it a few times. And it took really a long time to like dry and set. So, I mean, I might repurchase this. It wasn't like a huge favorite or anything, but it was just kind of like, maybe I'll repurchase it and maybe not. It wasn't a favorite. This one, however, this is Lily by Red, which is a Korean brand. And y'all know I love K-beauty, Korean skincare products. I just love it. And so this one I got in Korea. I think they sell it on a couple of websites where you can get K-beauty, but this is like my ride or die favorite, and it's a #1 seller in Korea as well. And this is just, I love it. I love the brush on it. It's super easy. Like I can literally just draw it and I'm done. It's very thick, it's very dark, and it's opaque, and it's wonderful. So if you're looking for a liquid eyeliner, I highly recommend this one, and it's not going to break the bank. Korean beauty products are known for using really good ingredients, for doing really good things, doing what they say they're going to do without breaking the bank. They're very reasonably priced. Do they have luxury brands that are more expensive? Yes. But most brands are very reasonable, and this one is. And I'll try to add some links where you can find this if you're interested. Also, to note, in every video in my description box, my Amazon favorites, like shop front, is there, and it has wax favorites, like daily favorites, kids favorites, makeup and skincare favorites, all the favorites. So if you ever want to check that out, they are affiliate links, so I do get a small commission if you choose to purchase. Or if you just want to look and see what some of my favorites are, feel free to do that too. There's no obligation. Please don't feel pressured to use my links. But if you do, I really appreciate your support. So that is all my empties for this last couple of weeks. And I'm really excited to start melting some fall blends with this cooler weather that's coming in. So let me know what some of your favorites were that you melted this week or this last 2 weeks, and what you're going to be melting this coming week. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next video very soon. Bye.